when I see President Museveni, the other day I listened to him. See this Kyagulanyi and his people who are funded by foreigners. They are evil. They don't know Uganda. I want to ask, who funds Museveni's government? People. I thought I would be very quiet and humble today. But my heart, my passion for this nation and its people, in the midst of being made fools, is what kills my heart. How? And then I saw her. You know, if this opposition, they are disuniting Uganda, I want to ask her, what does multi-party political system mean? It means there is this alternative and there is this alternative. And both people are Ugandans. Yes. And they love their country and they want to lead it. Now, why do they demonize? Why do they dehumanize? Why do they think that other Ugandans outside that NRM party are not Ugandans? Who funds? The foreigners fund. I had always asked President Museveni, I said, so, when you left, when UPC 1980, when it reached the election, and Museveni ran to the bush, it was not him loving Uganda. It was the foreigners who were using him. So was it the foreigners who were using him? According to them, me, Miria, as a Ugandan, I cannot see what is good for Uganda. If I see what is good and it doesn't agree with NRM is saying, then it means I'm being funded by foreigners. I want to clearly say, and without offending, you can see the pain with which I'm living in this country. But for me, I never lose hope. I believe one day, the children of Israel, after 40 years of being in the desert, cross over to the promised land. Who knows as to whether these 40 years in which we've been moving in the desert, God may not come and redeem us. But before I go into the details, I want to thank the Lord who favored me and made me one of the distinguished, good examples of good leadership, of integrity, which I have practiced and come up to this time. And I now want to express my views here. I want to tell Ugandans as that kind of person. And to confirm what I'm saying, despite the fact that they chased me away, I think recently you saw how the government, the people of Uganda, I understand they did research and found I am one of those good examples of good leadership, of character and integrity, and a mentor to the young people in this country. Recently, just last month. So that confirms the status I'm talking about, from which I'm going to say what I want to say, because you lead me into what you lead me. One, I have been listening to President Museveni and his wife. And I have been wondering, listening to the words they are saying, when they are discouraging all Ugandans, telling them, please don't vote those people in opposition.
Yes.
I think last night I saw Madam saying, you know, if you vote those, you are bringing disunity. You cannot take the movement, don't vote in opposition, because that will bring disunity. And then the president is saying that Kyagulanyi and his people who are funded by foreigners, they are going to destabilize this nation. They are evil, they are wicked, don't vote them. And I listen and I say, Vanang, what's wrong with this couple? Does it think that we are fools as Ugandans? Is it because they have taken Uganda as their own personal property? What is it? Why am I talking like? I want to tell Ugandans, abana Uganda banange muzukuke. Abana Uganda mwino okuzukuka nimva mukutya. Kubanga nze siraba okunyoma okwenkaniddawo n'onyoma abana Uganda. n'obafuula basooka ne babafuula obwavu obuli physical ne bwavu obuli mu mitwe. Nze njagala kubuuza President Museveni yajja wano 40 years ago, ali kumpi kumala 40 years ago, yajja ng'atugamba 10-point program, nze ngenda kujjako byonna ebikyafu byonna abakulembeze abalemera mu bukulembeze ne batavaamu bonna abo, era tutandika chapter empya. Kakati nze nkubuulire bwe ndaba muzeeyi oyo ngenda Katonda n'ensaba n'engamba Mukama deliver Africa, kubanga nze bwe ndaba President Museveni bwe yajja wano ne tumwembulesinga ne tugenda kukola naye, naye ndaba kati omusajja aliwo essaawa eno ngamba nti Mukama baddugavu baba baki mu mitwe gyabwe, omuntu omugezi olina obwongo nga bukola mu mutwe ogwo, noba nga Saddam Hussein obwo busulo butajjanga. Nagambye banaye abaddugavu wisdom yaragawa, kubanga nze siraba okunyooma okwenkanidde awo, nange ndikira alinga abampuliriza ezo plani zonna ezo za wickedness ne evil ezo z'abacwezi ezo zitalina lugendo, Katonda azisazaamu. And the prosecutor stand up, he doesn't object. She didn't object to bail. And she's also a woman, Banange. These young women. She didn't object to bail. And then what happens? The magistrate says, no, I'm not giving bail to you until 21st January. You know what that means? Sarah has been arrested to be shut down in a prison until elections. It was very clear. Isn't that so? Nobody objected to granting of the bail. If I'm in a court seated there to judge justly and fairly, and somebody applies for bail, and the one who is accusing does not say, I object to the grant of this bail. Now me as a judge, how do I rule and reject the grant of bail? I've been telling you the systems are shut down. I've been telling you and I looked at this cigar, I stood there. I wanted her to see my face. She never opened her eyes up to see me. I don't know what I would have done if she looked at me. Maybe I would have been arrested in this court, because I would have said, very silly, you have no right to sit and judge. Judge is stupid. I'm sorry to say like that. But how can you be in a court and they bring you somebody who has been tortured and is yelling and suffering, and you cannot allow that person to go to a hospital because you fear for losing a job? You Ugandans, you have become hopeless, you have become powerless, you have surrendered to nothing, and the nation is going. But I think one of these days, you never know what may happen to this country.
Thank you, Doctor.